Pat situation just got even more crazy and has also easily been spread. So we will look into the situation together and bring up the facts. This video touches some very serious topics, so we will have to confront people. Watch until the end. This video involves 3 user words: PatGod, Plus, aka PatGod 2.0, and a secret one you will see later in this video. It all starts with a drama that I had with Puss. During the drama, I discovered that research, everything was legit, so I made my video on Puss. That was on the 22nd of March. For the rest of that day, I wanted to be drama free. I wanted to just be outside away from the computer, but that was not the case. Puss left a comment in my video replying to the allegations. The comment reads, "I understand you are trying to do a morally right thing by calling somebody out on their faults, but sometimes you have to get your facts and info correct throughout the video, but in case it isn't just right. I'll try my best to pinpoint this video because it's really confusing and there is 20 different points brought up and just all of them delivered really poorly on Epic's end to make a normal viewer confusing." He wasn't wrong, but he was. This video was very unorganized because, as I said, it was 20 different music and the PatGod situation just got even more crazier. Misinformation has also easily been spread, so we will look into the situation together and bring up the facts. This video touches some very serious topics, so we will have to confront people. Watch until the end. This video involves 3 user words: PatGod, Plus, aka PatGod 2.0, and a secret one that you will see later in this video. It all starts with a drama that I had with Puss. During the drama, I discovered that he was friends with an individual that had CP. It's not like he didn't know either. He's the one that publicly called out the dude, but then a few months later became friends with the same dude as if nothing happened. I did my research, everything was legit, so I made my video on Puss. That was on the 22nd of March. For the rest of that day, I wanted to be drama free. I wanted to just be outside away from the computer, but that was not the case. Puss left a comment in my video replying to the allegations. The comment reads, "I understand you are trying to do a morally right thing by calling somebody out on their faults, but sometimes you have to get your facts and info correct throughout the video, but in case it isn't just right. I'll try my best to pinpoint this video because it's really confusing and there is 20 different points brought up and just all of them delivered really poorly on Epic's end to make a normal viewer confusing." He wasn't wrong, but he was. This video was very unorganized because, as I said, it was drama that led to the exposal, but he still did what he did. You can pause and read this if you want to, but I'm gonna pinpoint the one, someone else's actions aren't mine, and you can't really pin that on me and their choices. They don't mean that I did it. The context is here in the video. I did not say that he did it. I said that he befriended somebody after quote-unquote canceling and deplatforming them for spreading CP and revenge, allegedly. He also left me a DM saying that, oh, he's down to talk to me. He wanted me to join Slash's Discord server. While we were talking about the CP allegations, this man proceeded to lie to me. He said the CP wasn't CP and the girl was a grown woman. You claim he had CP and it could be true, it could be not, but then you become friends with him like months later as if nothing happened.
The problem about you saying CP is that he didn't. His girlfriend was and he was. So I don't know where this is coming from, and the term even being used in the video.
I never said. When I look back at my evidence, it indicated that Puss literally knew. He's the one that was pursuing all these claims of malicious intent. Oh, it's a
doing backflips, tricks on it, and then calling me a when I'm a that definition.
So for him to come on stage and sugarcoat it is crazy when he was the main dude in that whole situation that was really like making it like known. Now granted, the person that allegedly did the crime was also he did make that argument. That doesn't make anything any better though, morally and legally. Now with the evidence that was presented, there was also something even more sinister about the situation. Allegedly there was a CP appeal system, meaning those who had CP could be unbanned from his server.
Oh, and by the way, we've had people, appeal for that cheese piece. Many people do that.
That being said, oh yeah, by the way, from other people's definition, they said me having with a right, and me and
can be
To make this even worse, Puss literally himself acknowledged that he heard this and he was taking aback from it.
I was actually taken aback. Like, why would you ever say that?
So look, I'm not here to bash Puss's name or whatever. Puss does not have any malicious intent. Except when you're trying to sugarcoat it just like Jason, it shows some carelessness from your end and a lack of responsibility.
Taken aback. Like, why would you ever say that?
So look, I'm not here to bash Puss's name or whatever. Puss does not have any malicious intent. Except when you're trying to sugarcoat it just like Jason, it shows some carelessness from your end and a lack of responsibility. When I brought this up, this is when our attention diverted to Pack God. Alright, and I also want to say, why do y'all have an appeal system for people who have CP?
An appeal system?
Appeal system, according to he's in the server and he's a staff member.
Oh, that's sewer. Pat God sewer is horrible when it comes to that. It was like a whole thing. Yeah, that's a problem within Pat God's server and the mods. I'm not a mod in that server, so I couldn't control that.
Now, just off that, Pat God has hundreds of thousands of fans in his Discord server. If genuinely messed up people, not just the in question that did the alleged crime, but genuine like messed up people who may have terabytes of CP are able to just appeal that. Now this is the moment in the whole story that I decided I was gonna make a video on Pack on myself. I was gonna investigate the whole situation. After I made that video, people like Chill Talks Everything reacted to it, causing it to get the attention of Pack God's manager, Faylra. So she forwarded that to Pack God, and Pack God joined my server to talk. This video is going to be in parts because there is a lot that we have to cover, but right now I just want to address the most important thing. Pack God's first big concern was that people were calling him a predator for that video. And he is right, there were comments in my video of people calling him a predator. So I'm here to clarify that right now. He was in a relationship with a when he was It was protected by Jack and Jill laws, and my first video was not intended to really mention that at all. The next thing was, of course, what we just talked about, the CP appeal system. Obviously, the person that said they had the CP appeal system, Rugged, Packard's sewer manager, he says that he said that out of anger because in that recording where he said that, there was a big argument going on regarding the whole Jason situation. He still takes accountability for what he said. But there was no CP appeal system, luckily. On September 21st, Jason was seen talking to Packard, asking for an unban from Packard's sewer. Jason, the individual who allegedly did the crime.
Are you asking me to unban you, bro? Bro, just ask Rugged, bro. I'm not doing it. I already told you I'm not doing it. Sorry.
Packard told Jason to go to his manager. He's not involved in the server, so he's not gonna make a big decision that affects the server. Jason took that, went to Rugged, and said Packard gave the okay. When I had first seen that in the evidence that Kappa sent me, I pointed out that Jason gave Rugged a false reassurance. The big boss doesn't care, so go ahead, you won't face any repercussions. While me and Packard were talking about it and I was showing him the video, he said the same thing that I said. Jason lied. So while it did seem like Packard and Jason were having a little friend-to-friend talk during the break of Jason's drama, Packard says that they were in a public Discord server. He was just chilling in VC with his friends. Jason joined to talk about the situation, and Packard's friendly demeanor that he put on was just a way for him to get out of that situation, because to him it was awkward. So I want to publicly apologize to Packard. I'm glad me, Packard, Kappa X, Rugged, Slashist, and Flair, however you say your name, were able to have this much needed talk. To make the situation better, I'm going to use these next couple of videos as lessons, alright? Because this drama has been crazy, it's been confusing, a lot of misinformation has been spread, everyone has faults of their own in this situation, so take lessons from this. Now, by now I'm sure we all can agree that Jason is an evil person. As I said, everyone has faults in this situation, including Puss. So my criticism on Puss associating with Jason and sugarcoating his actions still stand. In fact, after my video on Puss, there were attempts to silence me. Let's get into that. That same night while me and Puss were talking, we left on relatively good terms. My Discord server had seen so much drama that whole day, so we were ready to just play some games and unwind for the night. But I get a DM from this person named Ducky, who I had no clue who the hell this dude was. Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to set up for the stream. This duck wanna tell me why he's sending Puss try to dox Shinzu in 2023? Who? I try to dox somebody? I talked to Puss regarding this video, and an update video is coming soon. This dude Duck tells me to delete my video, just straight up. That's when I say, like, no, who are you? Like, this dude's trying to press me. That's also when I go to his channel, which said documentaries. I seen that he was getting some views, you know? He says, LOL, good luck, indicating a threat. I know this is your first time getting views, but doesn't mean you have to keep the video up. Better to be genuine so you don't. LOL, good luck, indicating a threat. Notices that with this message that he first sent me, he edited this message. This is the original message. It was meant to defame me. Anyways, he told me to delete my video after my update video at least. I said the main point in that video is still true, and we confirmed that when I called Puss. I will say my criticism about you associating with him after that whole CP incident, that still stands. That still
probably won't make content with this guy ever. Okay.
I was standing on He then says also, why do you promote our content although you claim you're cleaning the internet? The same YouTuber that he's circling at, I got that YouTuber banned. At this time, I was still trying to get that person banned because they literally had uncensored Roblox on the website. But he's trying to say, oh, because I'm laughing at it. I'm with my brother. He isn't. Had nothing to do with that drama. I literally distanced from Sidecat when it kicked off. You started a year ago. You weren't there when this all started. At least I thought he was there, but he took this message, went to Parlo, and said that I called Sidecat innocent. When? I don't know about that drama, as I said to you. Now look, also, I want to bring this up. Him editing messages, he has a history of doing this, and it's for even sinister reasons, so you have to stick around. No, I did skip over this. He's telling me you have 24 hours to delete your video or me and others will be making a video on you. This could be considered blackmail because blackmail is a criminal act of coercion using a threat. Basically, this meaning compelling the other act to do an involuntary manner and threatening them, giving them no choice but to do what you please. A person is guilty of blackmail if, with a view to gain for himself or another with intent to cause loss to another, he makes any unwarranted demand with menaces. Let me know what y'all think about that. Also, if anything, I'm not the slanderer here. Duck is the slanderer, or real communication of false and malicious statements that damage the reputation of another. After I was added to a group chat with Parlo, Guamgo, and Duck, I debunked everything Duck was talking about, so he apologized to me in DMs. All this stuff came from Guamgo's word. Before this moment, I had never interacted with Guamgo, so that was not a trusted source. He even gave me some advice on getting some views and said I should make a video on Pack God. You know what's ironic about this though? There was a message of this dude saying, I'm gonna make a video on Pack God and mention Epic, indicating that he was gonna hop on the whole Pack God hate train that was happening at this time, get some views, just so negative attention could be brought to my name. Now, more on this whole Pack God thing that Duck was talking about, the difference with him making a video on Pack God just to slander my name and the difference of me making a video on Pack God, I had genuine reason to talk about Pack God because of what Puss told me. Ducky didn't. And as I said, Duck has a sinister history, which I will cover in my soon Ducky Exposed video. Stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel with bells on. Let's move on to Pack God. Now, as I said, there's a lot to cover about this situation. There's a lot of lessons to be learned. This recording was literally after me and Pack God just had our talk. Everything else was before that. So let's reverse the damage done.
Let's be friends. Away.